Hey girl, happy Thursday. Welcome back to the Her Best Self podcast. I have an awesome episode for you today. It is going to be completely straightforward, and this is to provide some resources to you. I know that you enjoy listening to this show, and I feel honored and blessed that I have you listening today. And I get asked frequently with private clients and also by ladies that are in our Facebook community about my recommended reads, my favorite books that can help you navigate life and eating disorder recovery to help heal your food and body relationship. So today we're going to dive into 9 books, 9 reads just for you today, friend. And I hope that this one really blesses your life this week. Here we go. Hey girl, welcome to the Her Best Self podcast. I'm Lindsay Nickel, former competitive figure skater and perfectionist, turned God-led imperfect boy mom and digital CEO. If you find yourself constantly thinking about food and wondering if you'll wake up one day free from the obsessive thoughts and behaviors controlling your life, then I've created this podcast for you because I know exactly what it's like to be a downright hot mess trapped in a destructive cycle of disordered eating. I finally found freedom, and you can too, girlfriend. So if you're ready to heal your relationship with food and body and break the chains of control and show up in your best health, then grab your favorite Tarjay journal and let's get to it so you can start living your best life as your best self. Hey girl, I am sharing 9 books, and these are my personal recommendations to keep you motivated, to help you with your strength when you feel like you just want to give up. And I really cannot wait to share these with you because I get asked regularly, what are some of the recommended resources that would really help in the recovery process and finding a good relationship with food and your body? And while I'm so blessed that you are here listening to the show, I do want to send you off today with 9 of my favorite reads. And I'll be honest, girl, I have a busy life. I'm sure you may as well. And it's just really important that I get to listen, just like all of you are listening to the podcast today. I truly enjoy listening to my reads. So all of these books are available on Audible, and I'm also going to have a fun giveaway at the end of today's show. So just hang tight with me and can't wait to share that with you. But let's dig right into the goods. So the first recommendation I have for you is The Power to Change. And I've talked about this in a previous episode. It is by Craig Groeschel. He is one of my pastors, one of my dudes. And he really talks about the identity-driven behaviors and when we can start recognizing and separating how we're identifying with certain behaviors, like maybe it's a binge behavior or it's certain types of things that you go to that have become a part of you. It's almost like you don't even know why you're doing it. You're just doing it. And this is part of that identity cycle that we just have to break. And he talks all about strategies to get unstuck in this behavior loop. I love this book. I think you're going to love it. I don't have an order that I'm running down with you today, so 1 is not more important than number 9. I just had so many that I wanted to share. So number 1, The Power to Change, Craig Groeschel. Go out and get that one. Number 2, Making Peace with Your Plate. If you haven't snagged this read, this is by Robin Cruz and Espra Andreas. And I love this book because it talks all about what it means to live in recovery and make peace with your food. What it means to continue navigating this journey years and years after. And so how do you continue down the right path? And how do you continue to make a really great stride in every single day in terms of healing that food and body relationship? So Making Peace with Your Plate, you're going to like that one too. Number 3, You Can Heal Your Life. This is by Louise Hay. And I love this book because she talks all about if you are willing to do the mental work, then almost anything can be healed. This book really gets into the nitty-gritty of limiting beliefs and how those are blockers. And when we can change our perception, our life can change. A couple of these recommendations I'm sharing with you today are all about the mind. And while those are things that we don't talk about enough in terms of this space, eating disorder behaviors are driven by our ed brain, by our thoughts, from perceived beliefs that we've picked up along the way. A lot of these books you're going to hear me share with you today, they have those underlying mindset behavior shifts that you're really going to want to dive into. So, love this one as well. You can heal your life, and I think you're going to love it too. Number 4. The high five habit. You've heard me talk about this on the show in episode 30. So if you want to learn a little bit about how I apply the high five habit in my own life, you can go to episode 30. It's all about the morning routine and how it's a great day to recover from an eating disorder. And you are going to love this one because essentially what Mel talks about is she has a 5-second secret to motivation. And it's very simple. It's game changing. I'm not going to spoil the show. If you haven't listened to my episode 30 yet, go back and listen to it. But essentially, it's a really great habit that you can instill in your life so you can start your day off strong. So you'll want to check that one out. Number 5 is winning the war in your mind. Change your thinking, change your life. This is another Craig Groeschel goodie. Absolutely love him. Everything he puts out, I binge listen to, and I think you're gonna really like it too. He talks all about winning the war in your mind and how everything we do goes back to what we're thinking about ourselves, and a really great read. So check that one out. Number 6, gaining the truth about life after eating disorders. Amy Lou writes this one. And what I love about this book is that Amy is not a doctor or a professional in the medical space, but this book has specific medical, psychological truths that are based on her own story and struggle with her eating disorder, where she really leans in to her own story and talks about the cocktail, essentially, of eating disorder behaviors and why and how they can occur in our life. And this one is really great because it is, you feel like you're almost in the story with her. So I will say, if you're looking for a really great read to hear more about the truth after eating disorders, I highly recommend the book Gaining. Number 7, Battlefield of the Mind. This is another mind one. Love Joyce Meyer. This kind of mimics a lot of the Winning the War in Your Mind book, but I honestly couldn't pick between the two. So Battlefield of the Mind, super, super good read. And Joyce really talks about suffering from negative self-attacks in our mind and how if you're struggling with worry and doubt and confusion, depression, all of these eating disorder thoughts, right? That you can change your life by simply changing your mind and changing your thoughts. And this is something I practice in recovery coaching with clients. So if you're really interested in diving into those intuitive principles in terms of really getting clear and present with the thoughts that we're thinking and how they're impacting the actions that we are doing in our life, then hop over to my website, lindsaynickel.com. I'd love to chat with you about the opportunity to work together to help impact these patterns and behaviors in your recovery journey. But check out Joyce Meyer's Battlefield of the Mind. You are going to love that book. Number 8, Life Without Ed. Jenny Schaefer talks all about life without Ed and how Ed is almost this abusive relationship in her story and how she has to break up with Ed, which is her eating disorder. I love Jenny. In my last episode, I shared a quote about her perspective in terms of how we can struggle with this daily. And every day might not be a great day, but every single day is another opportunity to continue to press forward in our recovery journey. And so that's what I wish for you, friend. Go out and check out Life Without Ed. And last but not least, Intuitive Eating by Evelyn Tribble and Elise Reich. And I probably didn't pronounce her last name right, but I love this book because this is something that comes a little bit later in the journey of establishing that healthy relationship with food and really leaning into our intuitive state, our intuitive internal wisdom, and reconnecting with that experience. It's an anti-diet approach book, which I absolutely base all principles that I teach and coach on from that approach, but it also really leans into trusting your relationship with yourself and thus trusting food again. And I love this one. It is very, very intuitive eating, as I'm quoting. You're going to like this one too if you haven't already read it. It gets into essential principles to really connect yourself with that internal state of being and learning to lean in to what your body needs when your body needs it. I hope that you have loved my reading recommendations for you, friend. I love that I'm able to share all of this with you today. And before you go, I just wanted to give you the opportunity to win one of these books because I want to bless you and because I am super grateful for you being here. If you could do me a fave, and if you have enjoyed the show and you've listened to some of the episodes, or maybe you're a loyal listener, if you could go out on Apple Podcast and give me a rating and review, I would sincerely appreciate it. And then hop on over to our private Facebook community, Hope and Healing for Eating Disorder Recovery. After you do those two things, I will enter you in to win one of these 9 books. It will be a book of your choice, and we're going to keep the contest open for a week. So next Thursday, I will announce a winner on the show of one of these 9 books. I can't wait to bless you, and I hope that you've enjoyed today's episode. Go out, get yourself some new reads, or listen to them in Audible, and you can check the show notes for all the links. I'll talk to you soon, girl. Have a great rest of your week. Oh, friend, thank you so much for letting me share what was on my heart today. My hope for this podcast is to help more women find freedom from food and body. If this has empowered or blessed you, let me know. I'd be honored for your rating and review of my show, and I'd love to connect with you in my private Facebook community. You really can move from perfection to purpose. Let's break the chains together. I'll help navigate the way. Until next time, bye for now, girl.